My goodness. How much actual wrestling did we get on television tonight, guys? 30 minutes, maybe? 30 minutes. I know somebody on X counted the amount of live televised wrestling we got tonight. Saturday night's main commercial event. Felt like I watched the fucking main event and fast forward five times fast forward. What happened? Cody Rhodes is back. We got a main event for Money in the Bank all lined up. Bronson Reed is back. He's the third man. And commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. What the fuck are you guys drinking? And commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after fucking commercial.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial after fucking commercial. What's going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Saturday night's main commercial event for your Saturday, May 24th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you live. After commercial, after commercial, after fucking commercial. From the OTS commercial. Thank you very much for joining me on this commercial Saturday night, wherever commercial you may commercial be commercial. Are we done? Are we done? Man, I love my pro wrestling. 3 moves in after a fucking previous commercial, only to go into another fucking commercial. It's like I fucking have Tourette syndrome. I'm going to break out into a commercial. You know, it's funny. This show tonight was sponsored by Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes. I find that hilarious because this show was a steaming pile of dog shit. It's exactly what it was. I don't understand how you have a solid... This was probably, on paper, the best Saturday night's main event lineup that they've had so far. The best Saturday night's main event lineup that they've had so far. You got CM Punk on there. How do you have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and John Cena on the show tonight, and all we got was a show littered with commercial? Dude Wipes. I wipe my fucking ass with this show. Never mind Dude Wipes. I don't know how. I had people. I tweeted my displeasure about it. Oh well, JD from NY 206. I had a good time watching this show, JD from NY 206. That's great. That's great. You could barely get up to the fucking refrigerator off the fucking couch and keep your breath, you fucking fat slob. I had a great time, JD from NY 206. All you do is speak negatively, JD. You got a 2-hour show tonight. 2-hour show tonight. And you barely, and I mean barely got 30 minutes of pro wrestling televised. Now, I want to X out. I want to, with the exception of the people that were there, everybody that was legitimately in the Yuengling Center, everybody that was at the Yuengling Center tonight in Tampa Bay, you might have had a great time. In fact, I'm sure you all had a great time because you weren't bombarded with commercial. We barely got 30 minutes of pro wrestling. 30 minutes. And the rest of Jesse was live streaming his reactions. His text to me. 37 minutes of commercial ads on this show. I asked him, did you calculate this? He said 100%, live on stream as well. How much actual wrestling did we get tonight? He said that he did not count. I guarantee you barely got 30 minutes of pro wrestling. I don't know where the other fucking time went into this show. Everybody that was there probably had a good time. The people watching at home, the people that watch this shit live on Peacock or live on NBC, Choose your poison. Where did you watch? Where did you watch it? It didn't matter where you watched. If you didn't watch, I don't blame you. If you waited till 10 o'clock for the show to go off the air so you could watch it after it aired, I'm telling you right now, man, if you're watching me to see what I'm thinking about the show and you go back and watch, you are the luckiest motherfucker tonight watching pro wrestling. I swear to God, man, you will be fast-forwarding more times than you are actually watching pro wrestling, even in the replay. If this is what the product is going to be from this point forward, I can't do it. I can't do it. How anybody could sit here and justify what we got tonight, man? It is dark out here, bro. It is dark out here. You know, and I feel like people they don't understand me. They just think I'm negative because I get the views off the negativity and I feed off the negativity. What are you watching, bro? What are you watching? I legitimately got up off my fucking couch to go prepare dinner and make myself a fucking cup of coffee, and I still made it back in time for the bell to just ring for John Cena and R-Truth. If you like your dose of commercial with your pro wrestling, then this product is for you. Why do we even do Saturday night's main event? Why? Why do we do Saturday night's main event? Does NBC need the fucking ad revenue? What happened? Why do that to the viewer? Why? Do these people realize how awful of a viewing experience it is? Honestly. How anybody watch this show with a smile on their face without fucking saying, fuck this and fuck that, another commercial? They just came back from fucking commercial. 3 moves in, and we're going into another commercial. What an absolutely awful viewing experience tonight. Just awful. I don't know who's to blame here, whether it's WWE, NBCU, TKO. I don't know, man. This show has bottomed out. The energy is gone. The creativity is gone. That take over the world attitude. Fuck everything else. We're going to put the best story and the best product on TV. All gone, bro. It's all gone. At this point, I'm praying AEW to step up their creative game because it's the only thing that may make WWE creatively viable again. This entire show, especially the last 10 minutes, I swear to God, man, it's like somebody hit fast forward 5 times on my TV, and I sped through a main event where I just got one thing after another thing after another thing. I mean, they rushed to the ending so fucking quickly. All of a sudden, John Cena comes out, Cody Rhodes comes out, an announcement was made for Money in the Bank with a tag team match, and they go off the air. Holy shit, bro. Can you let me fucking sit there and feel in the moment? Can you let me sit there and breathe in the moment? Could you let me sit there and soak it in? They gave you at least 5 segments in a span of 90 seconds. How does anybody sit here and digest this? How does anybody sit here and enjoy it? Both companies are so far fucking gone from what we really need. It is so fucking laughable at this point. so laughable. One company bombards you with pro wrestling. No in between. They just fucking beat you over the head with it until you're fucking absolutely ready to tap out and submit. Too much of a good thing is bad. And then on the other side, you don't get enough of it. It's commercial after commercial after commercial. We make fun of it, but it's nothing but advertisements and commercial and not enough pro wrestling. There's no happy medium in anything. There's no happy medium in any of these companies. AEW does too much. WWE does too little. There's no in between. If WWE got a little bit of what AEW was doing and AEW got a little bit of what WWE is doing, we would be in a perfect fucking world, bro. We would be in a perfect world. Things would allow itself to just breathe. This was a complete, colossal waste of fucking time on a Saturday night. How you waste our weekly television to book and promote this show, and then this is the fucking product that you give us for 2 hours. What product? I missed half the fucking show in a fucking commercial. How am I supposed to watch everything that happened and enjoy your version of Saturday night's main event? Do I have to pay $1,500 to sit live in the fucking venue to get the full experience? Pay us to sit here live and experience our brand of entertainment. Otherwise, fucking be bombarded with commercial. You have CM Punk on the fucking show, and I barely got to see the man wrestle for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe. CM fucking Punk on the show. 5 minutes of pro wrestling. Granted, there was a great angle at the end of the match, but that's all the match was for. That's all the match was for, to set up the big return angle for Bronson Reed. I was looking forward to that tag team match. You got 4 fucking studs in there. You'd think you'd want to watch professional wrestling, tag team wrestling. Fuck it, man. We'll give you 2 commercial breaks within the first 5 minutes. Half the match is over. Half the match is over. What was the point of adding a United States Women's Championship match to this show? This is another problem. All the fucking woke pussies, all the fucking social justice warriors on social media, you fucking degenerates. God, the world would be better off without you. I swear to fucking God, you're to blame for this fucking garbage being on the show. Did that match need to be on the fucking show? Clearly not. Oh, but there's no women's match on the show, JDfromNY 206. I don't give a fuck what there is and is not on the show. 4 matches is more than enough. 4 matches is more than enough. The amount of time I wasted watching 2 performers who are fucking obviously shit at their job. Thank you. That time could have easily went to the tag team match to give me actual pro wrestling. Or could have went to the main event. I don't know, the fucking World Championship's on the line. You think you'd make it important? Absolutely did not need to be on the show. 4 matches would have been sufficient enough. No, but here we are. We got to bend the knee and cater to the fucking people who are crying out that there's no women's match on the fucking show. Holy fucking shit, bro. Go find a fucking hobby and get the fuck away from ruining this fucking show even worse than it is now. Nobody And I swear on the fucking holy Christ, nobody asked for a Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green rematch on this show. If you did, you're a complete fucking idiot. Nobody. Yeah, exactly what I want with my Saturday night's main event. Zelina Vega botching not once but twice and botching the fucking signature move of the guy who trained her. God, this shit sucks. I never seen. Listen, I don't get it. These mid-card titles are a complete fail. A complete failure. Do you watch this show and necessarily need... Do you need a fucking United States Women's Championship? I don't get it. I don't get it. We added championships to make the division competitive. But here we are. We're adding titles to make the division worse. You put the championship on two women who are actively destroying said championship and doing the opposite of why you even created it in the first place. Never in my wildest dreams did I see a championship fall off the face of the earth and be labeled dead within 5 months of its creation as the United States Championship. Oh, but we need a women's match, JD. Oh, you mean the people who are lobbying for a women's match have never talked to a woman in their entire fucking life? These are the people wanting a women's match on Saturday night's main event. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, those are the people you really should be listening to and bending a fucking knee to. Garbage. Complete garbage. Absolute fucking trash. That time could have been better spent literally anywhere else on the fucking show. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker. Man, I would have listened to Jesse Ventura speak for 5 extra minutes than watch that fucking nonsense. This is what we get. This is what you want. This is the version of WWE you guys want. It's awesome. It's awesome. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Steel cage match. It's okay. Love both guys. Both guys are great. Match was fine for what it was. Commercial. Exactly what I want with my steel cage match. Commercial. WWE, even though both guys had a decent match tonight, I wouldn't even go as far as to say, I don't want to use the word great. It was good. It's a televised steel cage match. Blow off for a feud. Goodbye. WWE, though both guys had a good match, they botched the ending. Where everybody's looking forward to a pinfall or something where there's just edge of your seat action, some urgency. No, they booked the ending of a match such as this with Damian Priest doing a concerto to Drew McIntyre, knocking him out. No rules. Knocking him out. And then he walks out the front of the steel cage. He walks out of the steel cage like he's walking out of his own home and he's going to the coffee shop to go get his morning coffee. That's it. That's it. Bell rings, ding, 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 and the crowd goes mild. Man, what a way to deflate a fucking crowd, man. Who thought that was a good ending? basically threw away everything that they built up for that lame, absolutely anticlimactic ending that got zero heat and zero pop. For a Tampa crowd that was largely loud all night. R-Truth and John Cena. Again, it was fine for what it was, but I stand firm on my stance of John Cena. We can thank The Rock for blowing the fucking plans up for the second greatest heel turn in the history of professional wrestling. Whatever's going on with this creative, I'm not going to blame The Rock. I mean, we could have been on our way to something great if everything lined up the way that it should. Didn't necessarily need to happen at the Elimination Chamber. But coming out of the chamber, going into WrestleMania, coming out of WrestleMania, can't be blaming The Rock. This creative for John Cena has been absolutely fucking... they call him the greatest of all time. You are botching the greatest of all time, quote unquote. He's not my greatest of all time. You're botching the quote unquote greatest of all time in his final run. I said this last night. Never in my wildest imagination would I think R-Truth in 2025 at 50 plus years old would be in a semi-main event match with John Cena as the WWE champion in his final run in pro wrestling ever. You would think that something would happen after the match. You would think that the reason why this match was happening was they were doing something cool with R-Truth. They didn't do anything. R-Truth came out as John Cena. He came out dressed as John Cena. He came out to John Cena's music. He did John Cena's moveset. John Cena did his moveset. John Cena hit him with an AA, and that was it. They teased a little bit that he may be turning and thinking, this is not me. R-Truth is right. Do I hit him with the belt? Do I not hit him with the belt? He gives the belt back to the referee, a low blow, AA, and that was it. Goodbye. Cena walks out, leaves Truth there, no follow-up. You want me to go over the match in my notes? That's basically it. No follow-up. Then they cut a promo with John Cena and Jey Uso. Jey Uso's walking through the backstage area. John Cena sees Jey Uso walking by him. What does John Cena have to do with Jey Uso in 2025 outside of the Royal fucking Rumble? What? Jey Uso eliminated John Cena in the Royal Rumble. That's it. What business do they have together now in 2025? Are you just randomly throwing things out there for the guy to do on the way to the second half of his 2025? What are we doing? So that looked completely out of place. Only for Jey Uso and Logan Paul to basically get the fast-forward treatment in the main event, who barely got 4 minutes of fucking wrestling. John Cena comes out. He tries to stop Jey Uso and help Logan Paul win the WWE Championship because I guess it goes into the narrative of ruining pro wrestling. Cody Rhodes comes out to save the day. He stopped all of that from happening. Jey Uso beats Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes makes the announcement. Him and Jey Uso versus Logan Paul and John Cena at Money in the Bank. Tag team match happening in Los Angeles. And the way we got there, man, I swear to God, if you walked away to go to the bathroom, all of these things that happened that I just mentioned were over in the blink of an eye and the show went off the air. That was your Saturday night's main event. It's basically everything. If you enjoyed this show, God bless you. If you enjoyed this show, God bless you, man. You are probably one of the most corporate shills, and the meme of you defending $1 billion company with your fucking knives out as you sit there overweight with your fucking refrigerator empty on most nights. You are that person. You are that person. You are a corporate fucking cocksucker. There's no way that you're an avid pro wrestling fan and enjoyed what you were given tonight. No way. After the announcement that WrestleMania was pulled from New Orleans after the announcement that WWE may be going and having some sort of mini residency of WrestleMania in Las Vegas because of money, and WWE being greedy, and TKO executives in suits and ties not wanting the fucking fans as the priority. It's all about lining their fucking wallets and lining their pockets. After the week that they had, you turn around and you fucking bombard us with commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. This is the follow-up that you thought would have been best for your fan base with the card that you gave us tonight, which low-key looked like a fucking solid-ass fucking card. That's the show that you gave us? I don't know where I point my finger of blame, man. If it's WWE and Triple H, if it's NBC Universal, if it's TKO. Who do I point the finger of blame at? The televised viewing audience at home got fucking shafted. What an absolutely despicable fucking show. I don't know how anybody enjoyed what they were doing tonight. I don't. If this corporate greed continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse, man, where the fuck are we going to be going into next year's WrestleMania? How worse is it going to be throughout the rest of this year? It's unbelievable how everything that is most important, the on-air TV product, and it being the most fucking valuable thing that they have, the most important thing that they have, has genuinely escaped them. They don't care anymore. They don't care. Every single year, for every single month for the past 2 years, they threw the line out there with a little bit of bait, and you went for it. They hooked you. They did it again the next month. They hooked you. Again and again and again and again and again. 12 months of this after the first year, prices astronomically rise. Then they did it again going into 40. Throw the line out there with the bait, hook, line, and sinker. They got you. 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 For another 12 months, this shit happened again. Prices raised even more on top of the previous year, astronomically. And now look at this year. Look at this year. They're still selling shit out. They're still fucking making record numbers, record attendance. They throw the line back out there, the bait's on the fucking hook, and you bite again and again and again. We're going into fucking June, and things are not slowing down. But you know what is the importance of the television product? Creative. 2 years ago, it was their bread and butter. 2 years ago, it was their go-to. 2 years ago, it got people back watching. It made you forget about, at least a little bit, the bad taste that Vince McMahon left in your mouth. Triple H was taking over. We got a fresh slate. Things are fucking getting right. He's trying to fix this and that and this and that. Creative's hitting. The shows mattered. Most of the shows. Not everything was a fucking slam dunk. You're seeing less slam dunks now in 2025. This is the same exact thing that I called Vince McMahon out for. Well, Vince was in charge because Vince was the boss. Not going to let Triple H off the hook here. Creatively, if he wanted the shows to be the way that they should be, he could fucking snap his fingers and make it happen. It's not. I don't know why. You could come up with a list of fucking reasons why. Has he lost his touch? Does he not care? Is too many voices from the outside filtering into what is really needed? Is TKO having a say? How much of TKO and what they want is happening on the shows? How much is Netflix and what they want happening on the show? We don't know. We don't know. At the end of the day, it all falls in the lap of Triple H. He's the one to blame. They're all in the same bubble. They're all in the same bubble. Triple H might not have the say that Vince McMahon had, Triple H has bosses where Vince did not. That's why Vince tried to sell the fucking company to TKO. He thought by selling it to his good friend, his best friend, Ari Emanuel, that he's been in business with for 23 fucking years, that he'd get a free ride to getting the power that he once had back. Because nobody was going to fuck with Vince McMahon. The law, the Christ Almighty fucked with Vince McMahon. You do wrong, you get fucking punishment. He was out. Triple H comes in. Triple H ain't Vince. Ari, The Rock, Mark Shapiro, and all the fucking Nick Khan, all the bigwigs. Triple H's got more than fucking one boss. He's got 4 or 5 different fucking bosses. He listens to them. And this is where the problem comes. Triple H has the creative right to do whatever he wants. Why isn't he? I don't fucking know. Where the fuck did 2 years happen? Where did 2 years ago happen? What happened? Where did it go? Now we got this company making more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. They see AEW is not a fucking direct threat to them. Absolute fucking complete waste is AEW. They're not a fucking threat. They pose no threat at all. It's like a fucking gnat on the 4th of July. A gnat on Memorial Day for your fucking barbecue this weekend, man. Bzz, bzz. Dead. Dead. Now you ain't flying around my fucking cheeseburger, bitch. That's what AEW is to WWE. The more money that they make, the less care that goes into the television show. Vince did it. They were getting how many? $2 billion from Fox? $2 billion from USA Network? How many billion? 5 billion or 50 billion? How much? How much for the Saudi deal? $50 million per show. Another $3 billion deal. They did not care. They were getting all this money without doing a fucking thing and lifting a finger. They got paid for simply existing. That's what WWE's doing now. If you don't see it, start opening your fucking eyes, bro. Honestly. Start opening your eyes. This is the same thing AEW is doing. The same fucking thing AEW is doing. This company 5 years ago was one of the most hungriest companies I've ever seen. They were so vehement on putting on such a great product. Rebellious. Balls to the wall, Judas Priest, all guns blazing. They could not be stopped. They had a vision, they stuck to it, they got the plans out. You knew exactly what they were doing and where they were going. They had the fucking manpower and the brain power to get the job done. Not only that, but they had the resources financially to get the work done. They were on their way, year 1 into year 2, year 2 into year 3. Man, we were fucking eating good. Then what happened? Cody left, Punk left, goodbye. The Titanic hit the iceberg. Ship was sinking. And everybody on board drowned. That was AEW. And they have yet to recover. They got somehow a $185 million deal from Warner Brothers Discovery. That once hungry company got paid. They got paid and they are scot-free for the next 4 or 5 years. They don't need to do a fucking thing. They don't need to write stories. They don't need to tell captivating stories. They don't need to book weekly creative television on a week-to-week basis that gets you to want more. Episodic television that gets you to want more. They are getting paid. As if Tony needs the $180 million. The guy fucking pisses out $185 million. He don't give a fuck. But they got what they want. They got David Zaslav and Warner Brothers Discovery to give them free money for a dying product, and they think they won. What effort do they have to put into the fucking show? They don't have to lift a fucking finger because they got paid. Vince got paid. He didn't do shit. Tony got paid. He isn't doing shit. Whether you want to believe me or not, the show sucks. Absolutely deplorable television. I've never seen a soulless show before like I've seen AEW Dynamite and Collision. Now you're seeing it here in WWE 2025. Triple H, Nick Khan, Rock, Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, and everybody else that's a suit and tie that I'm forgetting to mention here. They are getting paid. And they don't care. They don't care. People are still paying to watch this garbage live and in person. You will quickly see that when WWE does what they did like they did tonight, it ain't fucking worth it to go and watch this shit live. It's not. This is the sad state of affairs in 2025 when it comes to pro wrestling. I am so out to lunch on both shows. I could not give a single solitary fuck about what's happening right now across both shows. And no, it's not because I'm burnt out. And no, it's not because I hate one show because it gets me clicks and views, and I hate the other show because it gets me clicks and views. Motherfucker, I've been doing this shit full time for 7 fucking years. If you think I don't know a good show when I see it, you're watching the wrong motherfucker, man. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a fuck what you like. All I care about is what I like and what I see. I've done this for way too long and watched too many pro wrestling shows and have been through the ups and downs of every motherfucking show that you've watched over the last fucking 4 years, 5 years. From the days of Vince when he was there giving us the worst shows to what we see now. In the height of this channel, even when this channel first got started, I was here every fucking show, every pay-per-view, every PLE. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, or I don't know what I'm talking about, you may have me mixed up for somebody else, bro. The one thing that you don't want to be is in between. That hunger, that lust to be the best, that vibrance, that excitement, that creative, that take over the world. I want to fucking destroy everything in my path mentality that Triple H and WWE had only 2 years ago is gone. It's all gone. Some of it remains, but most of it is gone. Where did it go? I don't fucking know. It's gone. It's dust in the wind now because people are blindly paying just outlandish prices to sit at these shows when no matches have formally been announced. They don't care. They absolutely do not care anymore. The one thing you don't want to be is in between. Good, bad. I would rather a bad show because at least we have something to talk about. At least we have something to fucking complain about. At least we have mistakes that we could correct and we could talk about. The good shows, that's self-explanatory. Talk about the good, we get excited about the future and where stories are progressing. The one thing you don't want to be is in between. When nothing happens and the shows aren't good and the shows aren't bad and you're in between, that's where you don't want to be. Indifference is a show killer. The show wasn't bad, but there wasn't anything necessarily nice to say about the show other than it was an okay show. The show was good, but there's nothing really there that elicits excitement that is going to get you want or get you to talk about and want to talk about where it's going because it's just there. They put on good matches and no story. In between. You don't want to be there. If you're there, which right now both shows are, both AEW and WWE are, this is where they are. They're right in the middle. They're not on one side. They're not on the other. They're right in between. Indifference is a fucking killer, bro. I am sorry if you guys feel that I'm negative. I just care too much. I want great pro wrestling. I want to sit here and be excited about where things are going. I don't know how you could watch something like this and feel that way. I haven't felt that way on AEW television. I can't even begin to tell you. When maybe last year when we got Swerve and Paige doing their thing. Swerve and Paige is doing their thing on television. Talk about the feeling. You talk about the feeling. That was the feeling. Haven't been even close to that since then. I don't know, man. That's how I feel. That's my mentality. That's how I'm looking at these shows. They are just there. Oh, well, why don't you just stop watching the shows, JD? Oh, why don't you just look for a new job, JD? Motherfucker, I am the best at what I do. Why would I go and look for another fucking job? Why would I stop watching pro wrestling, man? Do you realize what I had to sit through 2017, 2018, 2019? I was here for every motherfucking show during the Thunderdome era. Why don't you stop watching JD from NY 206? If I didn't stop then, what makes you fucking think I am gonna stop now? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. What a dumb fucking comment. Stop watching, JD. Stop watching what? A terrible show? Which makes me laugh. Oh, but I wish I had Vince McMahon back. Do you? You want an 83-year-old Vince McMahon back running WWE in 2025. Those days are long gone, motherfucker. They ain't coming back ever again. Why would you want that? The shows may not be bad. The shows might not be as bad as what Vince was doing. You may think that they're bad. Some people compare the shows being worse now to when Vince was doing it. Man, I don't know what you're on, but I'd love some. Seriously. Those shows were bad. The shows may be bad now, but they ain't that fucking bad. On no planet am I going to compare what Triple H is doing now, his bad, to that bad. Like I said, you don't want to be in the middle, man. You do not want to be boring. You do not want to be indifferent. There's nothing to get excited about here. Alex Perez says, JD did shows when Jinder was the WWE champion. Don't ever tell me to stop watching the fucking show. I had to sit through 2017 Jinder Mahal as WWE champion. Motherfucker. Absolutely ridiculous. Comment of the night. Comment of the night. Guys, we are going to get into... listen, I'm not going to break this thing down. We're going to go over... I spent enough time already ranting and raving about what my current feeling is on this fucking product. We're going to go over what happened. The matches don't even matter. How could the matches matter tonight when it's commercial, after commercial, after commercial, after commercial, after commercial? How? Thank you guys for being here, man. We got 3,500 people in here. Thank you. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. Plenty of it. We're not done. We got AEW Double or Nothing tomorrow. Gee, I can't wait. Jesse and I will be live for the post show tomorrow night. It will be Memorial Day official when we go live. I can't wait. Everything you need is on the homepage. Hit that thumbs up. We got 800 likes. We got 3,500 people in here, man. Absolutely no excuses to hit 1,000 likes. No excuses. Super chats are open. Best way to support the show. If you guys want to get in and support, they will be open until the end of the show. We'll read through your questions, comments, and concerns after the official review here on Saturday night's main event. Tonight's show is sponsored by Turtle Beach. TurtleBeach.com/script. Make sure you guys go to TurtleBeach.com/script. Use our unique link. Save 10% off their new Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset, plus any gaming peripheral you may need to up your game. We'll talk about my friends over at Turtle Beach a little bit later on in the show. And as always, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Second channel, go follow. We're nearing 13,000 subscribers on the second channel, which is just a myriad and collection of clips from the week's shows here on the main channel. And follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Brian Powers in the chat. JD took those bullets for us, and he still does. You know what, Brian? That is... Absolutely. Absolutely. Saturday night's main event. No matter how bad the show is, I still love and appreciate the vibe, the music, the ambiance, the setup, the small stage, the old school entrance ramp, the thin entrance ramp, the tunnel, very old school. Love the colors, love the ring ropes, love the logo in the middle of the mat. I love the referees' outfits with the little funny bow ties. I love the feel of the old school vintage look, man. It still feels new, even in modern day. The only thing I would have changed tonight, and this was more just a personal preference. I'm sure a lot of people share the same personal preference as me. I wish the steel cage tonight in the Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest match, I wish it was the old school blue. The big blue steel cage. We didn't get that. We got a still modern steel cage. But to see a steel cage match on syndicated television in 2025 is a rarity in itself. So I do love the vibe and the look and the sound and the ambiance of the show. I thought the Yuengling Center was very loud tonight. They were very energetic. Like I said, if you guys were there and enjoyed the show, you got the full experience. And great. It was a good card on paper. Better than good card on paper. The people at home, the televised viewing audience, they got shafted. Not much to get excited about when you're watching fucking dude wipe commercials and whatever else they're fucking shilling to you 40 minutes throughout the night. Ridiculous. CM Punk and Sami Zayn opened the show against Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Again, not much happened here. How could I physically get invested in what's happening here when this match itself went through 2 commercial breaks? Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to pick it up at the end. This is the only thing that matters here. They did nothing in this match that is innovative, brand new. You've seen it once before, and they did nothing new here in this match. CM Punk hits a diving elbow, and he was about to set up for GTS. Bron Breakker pulled Rollins away and caused a distraction. This opened up Punk for a pedigree from Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn broke up the count at a 2 off of Rollins' pedigree. Breakker tried to get involved, but got thrown to the outside by Sami Zayn, and then took off with a springboard moonsault. And we go into a second commercial break. Rollins and Punk are mixing it up after the second commercial break. They tried to go for their finish on each other. Both guys failed. Double clothesline from both men took each other out as they tagged in their partners. Zayn is in with Breakker now. Zayn caught Breakker lackadaisical. Springboard DDT on Bron Breakker. He appeared to have Breakker in position for a haluva kick, but Rollins held on to Sami's foot on the outside as he was in his corner. Punk took down Rollins with a dive to the outside. After an exploder suplex, Heyman then tried to pull at Sami's leg. All of a sudden, with the referee now preoccupied with Paul Heyman because there was a blatant outside interference, we see Bronson Reed emerge from the murky depths. He appeared at ringside. Punk was in the aisleway by the commentary side, leaning up against a barricade. He absolutely blasted CM Punk through the barricade and took him out. This is chaos now. Bron Breakker hit Sami Zayn with the spear, and that was basically it for Rollins and Breakker to get the victory over Sami Zayn. Post-match, Reed gets into the ring. Everybody knew it was Bronson Reed. Everybody saw Bronson Reed emerge as he blasted CM Punk through the barricade. He gets in the ring. Bron Breakker looked up and down as he didn't know what to think about Bronson Reed being out there because Bronson Reed was Bronson Reed before tonight. He was very much embroiled with Seth Rollins, so he didn't know what to think. Rollins stepped forward, embraced Reed, and they have recruited the massive Bronson Reed for this alliance, this still unnamed group. Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed. Punk tried to grab at Heyman's leg as he emerged from the chaos on the outside as he was blasted through the barricade. He found himself in the middle of the ring as Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins held him down as Bronson Reed goes up top and hits every last bit of a tsunami on CM Punk. And that is the way this match ends, with Bronson Reed having his arms raised by Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Bron Breakker. The match didn't even matter. It's what happened at the end of this match that mattered most. I knew there would be a third man. I see Sap going around on social media. Oh, well, the plans called for not another member in this group. The fuck are you talking about? The plans called for nobody else to be added to this group? Watch the fucking show. Everything aligned for there to be another man added to this group. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso. I mean, the stars aligned. What was it going to be? Paul Heyman as the third man wrestling for his team? No, there were absolutely plans for there to be a third man. All because the dirt sheets didn't get the intel on who the third man was or sniff out that there might be a third man doesn't mean that there were no plans for a third man. It's dead that immediately. There was always a plan. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had a fourth man on top of everything that's going on. Why Bronson Reed? I see some people going around on are they going to explain this? This doesn't make any sense. JDNY 206? It doesn't make any sense because they weren't given an opportunity to explain why it makes sense. The fuck are you waiting for, man? What are you wanting? You want everything to just be handed to you. I'm sure we'll get the explanation on Monday. But man, if you watch the fucking show, you might not need an explanation tonight because you could summarize why Bronson Reed might have joined Seth Rollins. Who was the last person that Bronson Reed was in the ring with before he went bye-bye for a good 6-7 months? Gee, wasn't it CM Punk, chat? I think I vividly remember CM Punk. What was Bronson Reed doing, chat? Was Bronson Reed jumping off the top of a War Games cage? I think I remember that. What happened when he jumped off that War Games cage, chat? Did Bronson Reed break his foot? Man, I remember that. What a gruesome injury that was, right, chat? Who was the one who pulled Roman Reigns off the table that allowed Bronson Reed to break his foot? Wasn't that CM Punk, chat? Ding, 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 ding. You figured it out. Why am I able to figure it out, but you got aggregators online that got the brain capacity of a fucking pencil that don't know exactly why Bronson Reed showed up to help Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker tonight. It's not that difficult to figure out if you watch the fucking show. My God, man, I never seen more stupidity, collective stupidity, in one gathering, in one place, than I do pro wrestling Twitter in 2025. But why is it Bronson Reed, JD? Do I need to go over it again? Or will I have a fucking retard in my comment section asking me, well, why did it happen? Well, I don't know. Maybe you should listen to the fucking stream. The answer lies within. That's why. Don't comment. Here's another fun fact for you. Don't comment on my content before watching it. 9 times out of 10, the answer lies within. Why? I tell you. Why not? I tell you. Everything in between, I tell you. Match did not matter. Bronson Reed added to this group makes it savage. Savage like Randy. Love it. He's going to fit in perfectly. Perfectly. This is going to be great. Man, I tell you, man, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know what we're looking at, what the destination's going to be. One of the reasons why I felt like this match was it was booked. It looked great on paper. But why it was pushed to the side. I'll tell you what, man. That Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, and Bron Breakker versus CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns match is going to hit like a motherfucking freight train. That shit's going to be fucking epic, man. When it happens. Because you know Reigns is going to get involved. Now that they got 3, CM Punk and Sami Zayn, they're going to need some tribal backup. That's coming in the way of Roman Reigns. 4th man. Do we get a 4th man? I think we get a 4th man. I don't know who that 4th man will be, but I do think that we are now gearing up for yet another addition to this dangerous alliance. Drew McIntyre, Austin Theory, maybe somebody from NXT that we're not thinking of. We'll see what happens. Love it. Can we just skip this next one? Because that's exactly what I wish I would have done, but I had to watch the train wreck unfold as it was happening right before my very eyes. Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green. Zelina defending the United States Championship against Chelsea Green. This was fucking awful. Every bit of this was awful. I don't know why this match happened. I don't know why it was needed. I don't know why Zelina is the United States champion or a champion in general. She sucks. I don't know why Chelsea Green is once again going after the United States Championship. She was also an awful champion that did nothing to enhance the championship whatsoever. All that was born was this terrible fucking gimmick and this ridiculous nonsense where she thinks she's Captain America with the secret Hervis. Every bit of the mid-card in the women's division is garbage. You have given me so much time dedicated to these women that have not gotten over, that refuse to do anything more than what they do, that have put zero effort into getting over. They got more television time now than once before, and they still have done nothing to get over in front of the audience. So why do I have to all of a sudden embrace Michin and B-Fab and Zelina Vega? Because they're on TV? Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Tweedledummer. Garbage. You could not find a more worthless title than the Women's United States Championship in WWE. And you got some fucking very, very colorful competition there. TBS title, TNT title, tag team titles in AEW, tag team titles on Monday Night Raw. So many worthless tag team titles in the women's division on WWE. So many worthless championships. The International Championship, the Continental Championship. So many worthless titles. So many titles basically handed out to make others feel more important than they really are. That's what it boils down to. You know, back in the day, when you looked at a champion, they resonated as a champion. They felt like a champion. They came off like a champion. When Zelina Vega comes out and you hear that fucking absolutely deplorable theme music, I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, I could probably come up with a better theme song while I'm standing naked in the fucking shower, banging on my fucking bathroom tiles than what Zelina Vega comes out to. Does that resonate as a champion to you? Does what she does in the ring resonate as a champion to you? Botched the Hurricane Rana, botched the 619, a move that she learned from Rey Mysterio as she was in his fucking group for the last 2 years. Yeah, you want me to sit back and be like, oh man, it's botches happen. Meanwhile, the entire division is crumbling around her, and I'm supposed to sit here and embrace the United States Women's Championship because why? I'm supposed to be excited about a women's match getting added to the show. Out of all the women in the WWE, this is the match you give us? I wouldn't have added anything. 4 matches was more than enough. Well, because you needed a women's match because the fucking woke slobs on social media were outlashed, or they were fucking creating chaos on social media that WWE didn't have a women's match. They didn't have a women's match? How could they? Why do we need to bend the knee to these fucking slobs when the show would have been just as suitable with 4 matches? Zelina Vega won. The quicker we get the belt off Zelina Vega, the rehabilitation of the United States Championship could begin. I pray to God that Julia is being set up after pinning Zelina on Friday Night SmackDown to qualify for Money in the Bank. Julia's not winning Money in the Bank. I pray to God that they revisit her and Zelina Vega, and it ends in a massacre in 90 seconds, and Julia bids Zelina arrivederci. John Cena. He went one-on-one with R-Truth. The ring introductions were fun. That's as far as I'll go. Cena got cheered, even being a heel. Truth came out. He was played to the ring to John Cena's music, dressed as John Cena. And instead, on his shirt, it said Ron Cena. Not John, Ron Cena. Cena started the match by hitting Truth from behind. He attacked Truth in the corner. Cena did not waste any time here. He went right for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Shoulder tackles, back body drop, or suplex, 5-knuckle shuffle. And then he went for an attitude adjustment. Truth escaped. He gave Cena a taste of his own medicine. 5-knuckle shuffle. We got the shoulder tackles. We got the suplex. John Cena couldn't even take his own suplex correctly. 5-knuckle shuffle from Ron Cena. He was about to hit an AA on Cena. He did. He goes for a cover. Crowd big time into it. 1, 2, no. Ron Cena kicks out. Truth applied an STF on Cena, but John Cena escaped. He threw him into the ring post. Cena threw Ron Cena. Cena threw Truth into the ring post. This gave him an opportunity to go get the WWE Championship title belt. We're back in the ring now. Cena looked to hit Truth with the belts, but he stopped. He stopped. Referee is just there watching John Cena all of a sudden have a moment of clarity. Truth. He's cheering. He's cheering and happy because John Cena hands the WWE Championship back to the referee. He doesn't hit him. He doesn't take the cheap way out. R-Truth thinks he changed John Cena. So with the referee's back turned, he puts the belts to the outside. He hands it to Lillian Garcia. John Cena goes over to R-Truth, kicks him below the belt with a low blow, attitude adjustment, and that was it. 1, 2, 3. John Cena beats Ron Cena. John Cena beats R-Truth. Cena grabbed his title, smashed Truth with it like he should have did during the match, and he walks away. The moment of clarity that John Cena had at the end of Backlash when he wrestled Randy Orton. They didn't follow up on it. They didn't do any follow-up here between Truth and John Cena. They did no follow-up whatsoever. No more moment of clarity. No more second-guessing himself. No more thinking about how the fans really love him, but he hates them. Nothing. He just walks away, and that's it. That's it. Like most of John Cena's heel run, this amounted to absolutely nothing. The best thing that John Cena has done during this entire year was turn heel at the Elimination Chamber, and they did not deliver on anything since March 1st. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it. I don't even know how you're watching it and digesting it and actually liking it. I have never been more disappointed in anything that Triple H has done at all than this John Cena heel turn and creative. This is awful. What are we doing? And then people are still using the excuse as some brain dead remark because you wanna be cool and sound like you know something. Oh, but he told you what he was gonna do. He's gonna ruin pro wrestling, JD from NY 206. Ruin pro wrestling by doing what? Nothing? Literally no story. Ruin pro wrestling how? By having terrible matches? Televised wrestling matches. Yeah, that'll get him. What are we doing here? How do you like this? How are you not disappointed? Then the other excuse is, oh, it's so early. It's early. We're going into June. He turned heel in March. What do you mean early? Why do you need more time to figure out if it works or not? Motherfucker, 3 months is more than enough time for me to figure out what I like and what I don't like. All I need is a week, tops. Everything is just there. Everything is just there. The last thing that John Cena is going to be known for is how The Rock fucked up his heel turn. You can sit there and blame Triple H for what's happening now, and go ahead. I don't blame you. He's the one in charge. But imagine we didn't get Rock involved to fuck everything up in the first place. No, that doesn't mean Cody would have went heel. Nobody was turning Cody. The only one that wants Cody heel is The Rock for his own ego. Because he still feels slighted that the fans chose Cody over choosing Dwayne. But I said this throughout all of WrestleMania season after that Pat McAfee interview with Dwayne. Imagine we got John Cena turning heel at WrestleMania and not the Chamber. This is TKO, folks. This is TKO. Rock interjects himself with no fucking clear plans to even be involved. He was involved and then he did nothing to factor in the aftermath. But Cena turned heel and everybody was willing to overlook it. We got excited. Where's The Rock? He sold his soul to The Rock. He did this. He did that. Where's The Rock? The Rock's going to come out and explain. The Rock's going to be at WrestleMania. No Rock anywhere in sight for months, for weeks. But imagine we didn't get Rock involved. And we got John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber and going off the air and saving everything that happened at the Chamber for Night 2 of WrestleMania. Imagine John Cena turning heel on Cody at WrestleMania and standing tall with the WWE Championship. When we'd be looking at some fucking history, all-timer history right there. Everything would have felt so much better. Everything. Everything would have felt so much better. If John Cena coming out of the Chamber was lighting the fucking world on fire and we got John Cena fucking hitting grand slam, slam dunk every single week, a match like tonight, in the grand scheme of things, wouldn't be as offensive to a lot of people. It wouldn't be, so what the fuck is this, to a lot of people. If every time you come up at bat and you nail a fucking hit, you get a hit, you put men in scoring position, you're driving in runs, you're allowed an at bat to ground out, leave a couple of men on. It's all right. Not a strikeout. It's all right. Everybody does it. Nobody could be perfect. If John Cena was driving in some fucking runs and producing runs for WWE creatively, if everything was going great, a ground out here, a ground out there wouldn't be as bad. A match like this wouldn't be as bad if everything looked great since March 1st. It hasn't. It hasn't. Now we're going into Money in the Bank, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And what's going to come out of that? Looks like we may be getting John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. That's the only direction I see. For what this was, this is so beneath John Cena. Is John Cena lobbying to work with who he wants to work with? If that's the case, I'd be surprised. But if John Cena wanted to work with R-Truth, nobody's going to tell John Cena no. It's his last year. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But this is so beneath John Cena, it's fucking laughable at this point. This entire run, part-time champion has been a complete flop. A complete flop. Backstage, Jey Uso was confronted by John Cena, who said that it'd be quite something if Logan Paul, a YouTuber, were to defeat Jey Uso for the World Championship. While he held the WWE Championship, as the clock struck 0, he said, the World Championship, your World Championship, could be on a YouTuber. I will be the WWE Champion when my dates run out and hit 0. That is what I call ruining pro wrestling. Now, the only thing ruining pro wrestling right now is TKO. Cena told Uso that he'd be watching his defense later against Logan Paul. It was right there I knew that more than likely we would be getting a setup for what's happening next. Because Money in the Bank is in 2 weeks. They're going to need Cody on the show. Steel cage match. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. We'll pick up after the commercial break. The first one, Priest went face first into the cage twice. Thrown in there by, obviously, Drew McIntyre. We go to a commercial break. We come back from the break with McIntyre and Priest slugging it out. Both men were climbing the side of the cage. Priest blasted McIntyre with a kick, followed by the South of Heaven for a very close 2 count. Priest tried to climb up the top of the cage. McIntyre met him. He caught Priest and delivered a superplex from the side of the cage. This was a great spot. Supposedly, both guys were banged up coming into this. I don't know how banged up they were. McIntyre says that he could not move his neck to one side. And Damian Priest reportedly has been working banged up, where he's gained some admiration from the WWE locker room and management for working in the condition that he's in. He's obviously banged up. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, as one may be written off television with the way that this match ended. So the superplex off the side of the cage. Priest blasted McIntyre with a kick, followed by South of Heaven. Incredibly close 2 count. Priest then tried to climb up the top of the cage. McIntyre met him, like I said, superplex. McIntyre set up Priest for a countdown. Claymore, 1, 2, Priest kicked out. Even after the superplex and a Claymore, Damian Priest kicked out. Both guys get to their feet. Priest and McIntyre exchange strikes as it was now kind of degenerating into a bar fight. Priest got the upper hand, left him stunned with some big strikes. Priest avoided a Claymore and dropped his opponent with a big boot. McIntyre responded by delivering another South of Heaven on Damian Priest. 2 count. McIntyre eyed a chair. Why is a chair in the ring? McIntyre brought in some toys before the match officially started. So he threw some steel chairs in, and these were used in the ring. So he struck Priest with the steel chair. McIntyre attempted to do Claymore against a chair, propped up into the corner against the turnbuckles. Priest dodged at the last second. Priest then placed McIntyre's neck across the top of the chair and dropped it. Priest then delivered a South of Heaven to take out McIntyre. McIntyre is not moving. Priest laid his head across the chair on the mat and grabbed the other chair, and he delivered a concerto to Drew McIntyre. It left him unconscious. The door opens up. Damian Priest walks out of the ring, stands there for a little bit on the steel steps, thinking about, do I go back in the ring to do more? And he doesn't. He walks out of the cage, the bell rings, and Damian Priest wins this steel cage match by walking out of the entrance door. Jesse Ventura vented on commentary during this match how Priest won by just walking out the cage door, and he didn't understand why. He did not understand why Damian Priest was able to win by walking out of the front door of the steel cage. First of all, I don't know why Jesse Ventura doesn't understand the basic rules of a steel cage match. Doors on steel cages have been a thing since the early 1980s, especially in the mainstream of pro wrestling. It's nothing new. Doors on steel cages were there when Jesse Ventura was still an active performer and at the height of his commentary career. So I don't really understand why he was so surprised that Damian Priest won by walking out of the steel cage door. Was he surprised that the match ended in such a lackluster fashion? Or was he genuinely shocked that he won the way that he did because he didn't understand the rules? I'm gonna choose option B. Option B. I don't think he understood why he opted to do that, why WWE booked such a shit ending to a steel cage match. Steel cage match usually means finality. Steel cage match usually means you incapacitate your opponent to where you get the pin or you climb over the top rope and you win via escaping the cage. Some people don't really understand that escaping the cage is climbing over the top, not walking out the front fucking door like you're about to walk to Starbucks in the afternoon to go get your afternoon Americano. What a shit ending. And WWE, I love that they give Jesse Ventura the leeway to say and feel however he fucking... It's like he's a fucking podcaster, able to speak his mind live on air and call out the bullshit as we see it. Michael Cole tried his best to cover up for him. No way that was happening. The ending to this match was fucking bad. Like, if you took a pin and popped the balloon... Just imagine 10,000 balloons popping at the same time at the Yuengling Center. The crowd was deflated, bro. No sense of urgency, no energy. The concerto was great, but walking out? I understand they might not have wanted to pin Drew McIntyre, but having the match end that way, man, that left a bad taste in people's mouths. And when McIntyre lost, he's laying there, Priest walked out and won. The crowd couldn't be bothered to give a shit because of the way it ended. Hopefully this moves on for both guys. McIntyre moves on. It might have looked at Priest the way that he delivered the concerto has written, or WWE has written Drew McIntyre off television now because he's too banged up. Maybe he is legitimately hurt. I hope it's not serious. A SmackDown without Drew McIntyre is a SmackDown. I don't even want to watch SmackDown now. But a SmackDown without Drew McIntyre is a much worse SmackDown. Jey Uso. He defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. If you pulled out a stopwatch, I'd be genuinely curious to know how long this match went with televised time. I mean, I swear to God, man, we went to commercial break after Jey Uso's entrance. We might have went to commercial in mid-yeet. We come back, Logan Paul makes his entrance. I swear to God, chat, you got maybe 90 seconds. You got maybe 3 moves from Logan Paul on Jey Uso, and they went right into another commercial break. Bro, you got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. You got one of the biggest celebrities of the modern era in this match. You got the most popular WWE superstar next to Cody Rhodes and CM Punk out there in the main event. And you opt to go to a commercial break within 90 seconds of the last commercial break to come back with 6 minutes left of TV time. Is it that important that you take a commercial break at the end of the show when we've already been bombarded with 40 minutes of fucking commercial even before we got here? Yet I got people saying that they had a great time. Great time doing what? Jerking off to commercials. None of this even mattered. It makes me wonder the amount of time that this match got. Did WWE even believe in both of these guys delivering a great match even before the match was announced? If this was the plan, did WWE go back and rescind any sort of plans that they had for this match? Everybody assumed this match was going to happen at Backlash. Didn't happen at Backlash. Didn't happen at Saturday Night's Main Event. You would think that this would get 10 minutes, 12 minutes, at least. I don't even think this went 7 minutes. Did WWE get cold feet with this one? I heard today that Jey Uso flew to Puerto Rico to go train with Logan Paul and set this match up with Logan Paul at Logan Paul's estate in Puerto Rico, because Logan Paul trains in Puerto Rico because he has a ring built at his estate for him to train and practice in. This is what they came up with? What did they do? Did they practice for a half an hour and then go fucking clubbing? Was a rum-inspired drink in their hand more than they were actually working on the sequences of this match? What happened? We'll pick it up at the end because I wish I could tell you this was more important. All of this was a canvas that WWE just threw paint on, and we're moving on to Money in the Bank. This was nothing more than a setup for Money in the Bank. Nothing. From me to you, everything that happened in this match is rendered useless. None of it mattered. You won't go back and watch it. People will forget that this match happened, and none of this will be remembered. So why am I going to talk about it? No memories were born from this match. Nothing here is going to resonate with anybody. It is just point A to point B. Saturday night's main event into Money in the Bank. That's it. That's all this was. Logan Paul goes for a buckshot lariat. Uso intercepted with a super kick to the face. Uso then attempted a spear. He got sent into an exposed second turnbuckle, which allowed Logan Paul to hit him with the loaded right hand. 1, 2. Uso kicks out. Uso comes back. Another super kick, followed by the Uso splash off the top rope. Uso had the match won. John Cena pulled the referee out mid-count. He slides into the ring. He attacks Jey Uso. Why? Fuck do I know? Don't know what the past history is with John Cena and Jey Uso as to why he attacked Jey Uso, but here we are. Felt very forced. Felt incredibly forced. Cody Rhodes, he returns. His theme music hits. The American Nightmare runs to the ring. Rhodes, this is the first time Rhodes is appearing on WWE TV since WrestleMania and losing the WWE title. Caught Cena with a crossroads, sent him to the outside. He was so over here. Crowd loved Cody being there. Crossroads sent Cena to the outside. Logan tried to sneak up on Cody Rhodes with brass knucks. Uso intercepted with a spear. One Uso splash from Uso to Logan Paul, and that was it. This wasn't even a no contest. No DQ. Referee just blind as a bat. Didn't even realize any of this happened in the ring. Jey pins Logan Paul, retains the world title. Saturday night's main event is over. Cody gets a microphone, challenged Cena and Logan Paul to a tag team match at Money in the Bank with him and Jey Uso as his tag team partner, and the show goes off the air. The entire show was riddled with commercials, ruined by commercials. The main event, like I said, I felt like I was watching the main event and my fucking TV was fast forwarding times 5. We got from the ending to John Cena to Cody to the match announcement and then off the air. I mean, you could not ask for a more haphazard and rushed ending to a show ever. Now, the rumor was John Cena, Logan Paul, and Travis Scott. I heard Travis Scott, according to PW Insider, is going to be in Los Angeles. I heard Travis Scott is training with Booker T at his wrestling academy. I heard Travis Scott is going to be added to this match to make it a 6-man tag team match. John Cena, Logan Paul, and Travis Scott versus Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso. 6-man tag team match. No matter how you look at it, it sounds awful. It sounds awful. It's less awful when you don't factor in Travis Scott and you just leave John Cena and Logan Paul against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Does this excite you, folks? Does this excite you? Can't do the WWE title match at Money in the Bank because the Money in the Bank contracts are the big deal at that show. So this is the in-between. We got John Cena and Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania Night 2. We got Cody Rhodes and John Cena in tag team match at Money in the Bank. Basic formula. This is not the first time WWE's done this. This is their tried and true formula. Tag team match at Money in the Bank. We've seen this with Roman Reigns. Tag team match at Money in the Bank. And then we get to Saudi. Who knows what John Cena is going to be doing at Saudi Night of Champions. Who the fuck knows who he's defending the championship against there? It could be Cody Rhodes for all we know. And then we get a third match one-on-one with Cena and Cody at SummerSlam. Are you excited yet? I know I'm not. The title needs to go back to Cody ASAP. John Cena as the champion was, in theory, a good idea. The execution of this and the run that we're getting right now has been a colossal fucking disappointment. I feel nothing. I feel nothing for these shows. Everything I said in the first 45 minutes of this stream tonight, I live and die by what I said. You don't like it? Go watch somebody else. You want your pro wrestling riddled with commercials? Go watch somebody else. I don't even want to know who you are. At that point, you're not even human. You're a zombie. How you could stand for what they did tonight and this deplorable fucking show. I don't even want you here. I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you. The last thing you should be doing is watching pro wrestling. Go talk to some other brain-dead fucking idiot who enjoyed this show. We want better. Better from WWE, better from AEW, and right now we're not getting that from either promotion. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. The only difference is, like I said, this week, one's making money and the other is not. If Tony Khan wanted to make change, he should see WWE in the weakened creative state that it's in right now and fucking hole up, man up, write some fucking captivating stories with the stars that he has and show WWE how it's done. He ain't gonna do nothing but fucking dip into his fucking toy chest and pull out Wrestler A, dip into his toy chest, pull out Wrestler B. Here you go, sickos. Here's a great match. Here's a great match. In other news, WWE announced Chad Gable versus Vikingo as the second match to take place at their Worlds Collide show, Money in the Bank weekend. Man, you talk about a fucking match of the year candidate. Vikingo and Chad Gable. Oh, but JD, aren't you the same guy, JD, from NY206 that makes fun of AEW and their CMLL talent? Yeah. Because normally they're on TV and they have no stories written for them. What stories are there with fucking whoever was on Saturday's Collision? What story is there? At least we have a reason for Chad Gable and Vikingo to be happening. If you watch the fucking show, you know Chad Gable, Grande Americano, and the story that's being told there. All you need to do is watch WrestleMania with Chad Gable and Vikingo getting into it before he wrestled Rey Fenix. Why is it happening, JD? That's why. I already had 3 fucking half-baked fucking complete versions. Oh, but where's JD's complaint about who? Where's the vignettes? Where's the video package? Where's the mention? Where's the story? Because WWE announced Legado del Fantasma against Dr. Wagner Jr., somebody else, and Psycho Clown on Friday Night SmackDown. Little do they know that I actually called a match for Psycho Clown without previous knowledge of who Psycho Clown was, as he wrestled Mike Santana in one of the best world championship matches on the indie circuit last year, and the guy won me over. So I know what Psycho Clown is all about before I even go into Worlds Collide. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that you guys are going to love Psycho Clown because he's a fucking badass. So why aren't I shitting on that show? I don't know. Maybe it's because WWE owns fucking AAA. And there's no real overwhelming production and push for the show. You know why they're doing it. You know why they did it. They're looking to get in bed with the Mexican talent and Lucha Libre because AEW is running Arena Mexico in June. The AEW sickos cannot wait. Oh, but he didn't say this about that. I'm sorry. Why should I care about whoever's on AEW television when they're not integrated into the fucking story? I don't know, man. Even though Legado has nothing to do with the AAA talent that's in that match, they got their own story going on as Santos Escobar and Humberto are at odds. There's tension there. There's a story in that match. So whatever you see coming out of that match is going to have story coming out of it because the story's been told on WWE TV for about 3 weeks now. Story might not be prevalent with the AAA talent, but the story is existing there in Legado. And Legado's in their own backyard as they're going back to Lucha Libre to hopefully get back on the same page. Why do I need to explain myself to these people? They got the fucking IQ of a goddamn fucking pencil. It's ridiculous. Anyway. let us read your super chats. I appreciate all of you guys very much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. Follow me on social media at people at Hooligan says people don't think before they type, and it shows. They do, yeah. All the time. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Tonight we're sponsored by Turtle Beach, turtlebeach.com/script. Go and get your 10% off using our unique link, turtlebeach.com. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn the bell. Go check out all the content on the channel. And super chats. Let's get into them right now. Gabriel with a super chat. You will remember the name of Jamie Hayter forever after tomorrow, JD. When she'll take down Mercedes, it's happening. You won't believe your eyes. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Gabriel. You may be the only person that thinks Jamie Hayter's going to win tomorrow. Hannah with a $4.99. Happy Saturday. Do you have a go-to meal you like during the PLE's pay-per-views? Looking forward to your reviews for this weekend's events. Cheers. Thank you, Hannah. My go-to meal is a latte times 3. Especially during AEW shows. Not 3. 3 is excessive. I'll make a regular cup of coffee, pour over, and then I'll make myself a homemade latte in the 5 hours that we get Double or Nothing tomorrow. A go-to meal, I do not. I usually eat before the show, and I don't eat anything during the show. I don't like to eat after a certain hour. Like, I'll have dinner at like 7 o'clock and won't eat for the rest of the night. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. JD, your Android dance moves were on point. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. The Maz. I see you in the chat, brother. Thank you. PD Shaw with a re-up to the VIP section. Shaw. That Mustang emote looks fucking fantastic. Next to your name, brother. 543 Black 87 with a $4.99. Hi, JD. You make my night. Any chance of a small NXT review weekly? No, sir. I cannot stand the current version of NXT, man. I like some of the talent down there. The weekly show is not for my demographic, bro. It's not. Michelle with a $7 super chat. Michelle Moran. Think Roman Reigns join Sami Punk for Seth and company? Yes, I do. Hot opener and a good cage match. Feels like Drew Priest is not over, and hopefully Papa H keeps Sami and Punk strong with 2 heel factions on Raw. Toy Nice with the $2 super chat. I hoped and prayed, and it happened. Cody's back. Devil Jinx with a 5. Jesse Ventura with his get off my lawn mentality with that cage match was the best part of the ad show. I mean, Saturday night's main event. Israel with a $4.99. What group Seth has in his hands? You were right about the third man, JD. Guys, we gotta throw it in Solomon's face on Tuesday. Oh man, that third man, bro! Holy shit! It happened. I wished it, and it happened. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. Let's welcome back the Beer Garden. Let's go. Yeah, Beer Garden will be tomorrow. I'm actually going to set the stream up for tomorrow tonight. So we'll be in the Beer Garden tomorrow. Noah Driscoll with a 199. Too much advertising going on. Hashtag more substance. Yes. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. Commercial after commercial after commercial. LOL. Triple M with a $5 super chat. Commercial after commercial after commercial. Fuck Ghosts of the Deep ultimatum after commercial after commercial. Bro, did you actually attempt it? I mean, who needs adepts, bro? I mean, honestly. Some of these things are dropping with 4 perks. Do we really need adepts? For what? Noah Smith with a 5. John Cena, I'm going to ruin wrestling. Commercials, hold my beer and watch this motherfucker. Yep. Yep. Ruin the fucking show for me. Jay Barker with a $5 super chat. PW Insider just announced that Drew McIntyre will be out for an extended hiatus, and he just finished up some dates. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Devin, Mustang Devin, of the 199. Commercial after fucking commercial. Makes me sick. I know. 199 by TVP83. Is it that hard to do side-by-side commercials? Bro, picture-in-picture commercials are commercials, bro. Nobody watches the fucking match. They're just as bad. Unraveled Gaming with a 2. Vega, Green, good bathroom break. Came back, Vega won. Well, if that was what people did during the match, it was probably a good match. The less of it you saw, the better. Toy ain't nice with a 5. At one point, I forgot what I was watching because of all the commercials. JJ with a 10. Next Saturday night's main event is July 12th. Same as All In. Do you think there will be as many commercials that night? Yes, I do. I won't be watching. I'll be watching All In. WWE did announce Saturday night's main event, rumored to be Bill Goldberg's retirement on the night of All In. Not surprised. Evolution's happening on July 13th, and WWE announced the Great American Bash for NXT. Gee, I wonder when that's going to take place. They announced 3 shows on that All-In weekend. Saturday night's main event is happening at 8 p.m. on July 12th. All-In's happening at 3 p.m. on July 12th. And Evolution's happening at 7 p.m. on July 13th. Where is NXT going? NXT Great American Bash will be 3 p.m. Eastern to go head-to-head with All In. If they put just as much effort into their fucking shows and did that just as much as effort that they put into sniding AEW, oh, the Bash will be on Tuesday? Sure. Tribal Chief with a $2 super chat. I changed it, JD. Show sucked, pal. It's pretty fucking bad, bro. It's pretty bad. Basic with a 999. Glorified house show. WWE has their alienated their core fan base from attending live events due to high ticket prices. That's why we have dead crowds. Normies looking for an experience. This is awful. I don't know how much the tickets were for tonight's show, bro. I really don't. Eddie, I just said that, bro. I just said that, bro. I said All In, 3 p.m. Eastern. Saturday night's main event happens at 8 p.m. If WWE wanted to be a petty bitch, the Bash, the Great American Bash, NXT will happen the same time as All In. All In's happening at 3 p.m. because WWE announced Saturday night's main event. It was supposed to be 7 p.m. They moved it to 3 p.m. so they didn't have to directly affect or go head-to-head with Saturday night's main event. Unraveled Gaming, $2 super chat. I walked out of the room when Cena came out. Edward Sorensen with a 5. Bad shows aside, your hair is looking great, bro. The long hair looks great. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is getting a little too long. I might have to cut it just a little bit. Apex with the 199. Is this a warning of what's to come in Evolution 2? Bro, as long as Zelina and Chelsea aren't on the fucking card, fine. Best in the world, Matt, with a $5 super chat. Good evening, JD and OTS family. Now that you have it, what are your thoughts on Doom Dark Ages overall? What are your favorite parts of the game itself? I like the last installment better, but I'm having a good time. I did Chapter 6 yesterday, man. That whole battlefield fucking level, man, where it was like different points and there was like 5 different bosses on the fucking map. Bro, it took me legitimately an hour and a half to search the entire map, and I ended up with 98% completion on the level because I missed 5 gold coins, bro. Am I going back to that level to go find the remaining 5 gold coins? No, they could kick my they could kiss my ass. Studabeats with a $9.99. Seth has his third member, and Punk and Sammy's third guy mixed with Cena and Cody now. Make it make sense. Let me get on 2K25 and cook my universe to clear my mind from boring wrestling. Apex with the 199. Why don't networks include pay rates for viewership? I don't know. Israel Garcia with the 499. I can do without Jesse Ventura. I'm sure he was great back in the day, but he is annoying as fuck now. Sounds like you are someone who did not watch Jesse Ventura back in the day, Israel. I'm sure he was great. No, he was great. And his voice, even now, at his age, is iconic. Matt Fisher with a 199. You could say that Cena got to the truth. Yep. WWE using Bill Goldberg as a ratings ploy, bro, against AEW. Brendan Mingo with a 20 bomb. Thank you, Brendan. I got drunk earlier, so I would miss the show. And I guarantee you had a better time than watching Saturday night's main event, bro. Shauna Wolensky with a $4.99, sending an appreciation post. And let Solo know you were right about the third man. Oh, we will. We will. I'm already creating an intro in my mind as we speak. The man who did not believe in the third man. The Solid Monster. Dex with a new membership. Thank you, Dex. Marcus B. $5 super chat. No loss told in your rant, Jay. The absolutely no reason for the lack of quality we are experiencing right now. Apex with a 199. Cena is Juan Soto. It's a good comparison. Michael Krause with a $2 super chat. Imagine in 1 month Goldberg. Saturday night's main event, July 12th. Oh, it's happening. He already said, my retirement's happening in the South. Saturday night's main event is happening in Atlanta. WWE is going to load up that show. Edward with a $4.99. So the morale of tonight's festivities is to rename Saturday night's main event to Saturday night's commercial breaks. Should WWE be renamed to WWC? Worldwide Commercial. World Wrestling Commercial. Yeah. Justin Toner with the $5 super chat. Great show, JD. Love your passion. They finally announced Evolution is coming back in July. Any specific women matchups you want to see? Yes. Stephanie Vecchia. Oh, I'm supposed to name somebody else. I'm sorry. It stops there. Jaxo 23 with the 29 months. WWE announced Saturday night's main event on June 16th. No, you got that wrong. July 12th. July 12th, and Evolution on June 17th. Bro, where are you getting your information, Jaxo? July 12th and July 13th. Saturday night's main event and Evolution. Not June 16 and June 17. I don't know where you're getting your information from. Jim Jones with a 2. Cena, I will ruin wrestling. TKO, hold my beer. Rafael DeLuna with a $2 super chat. Favorite NBA team and player, JD. I do not have one. Medal Forever, 24. Love what you do, man. I apologize for anything I might have said in the past. You're awesome. Looking forward to the Double or Nothing review. I don't even remember what you said, bro. I say stupid shit that I don't mean. People say stupid shit that they don't mean. We harbor no ill will. That's it. Base Bears with a 2. It's very comforting listening to Ventura. It is. I think his voice is great, man. Iconic. Iconic. Videos by HBP with a 5. Even your stream was riddled with commercials tonight. Guess that's a good thing, but sheesh. Yeah, man, YouTube. Blame YouTube. And Havili with a $10 super chat coming to us from Australia. What is the possibility of a 6-man tag team match for Money in the Bank with Rollins, Breakker, and Reed versus Sami, Punk, and Roman? Shout out from Brisbane, Australia. Thanks, JD. Money in the Bank? I don't know, but likely. Very likely. Could be Night of Champions. And Francisco Valdez with a 5. Just got back into WWE, and I thought tonight was pretty fun. Who knows how I'll feel about WWE in a few years. Commercials were egregious. And Johnny Bishop with a 5. Glad Cody's back. Bronson is a good call. I could dude wipe the rest from memory. Yeah. Yeah, I could dude wipe the rest from memory too, bro. Thank you guys for a great stream. I appreciate you guys, man. Listen, I'm a passionate pro wrestling fan. If you take what I say to heart, good. If I can make you feel, good. If I can rile you up, good. We deserve better. Start asking for better and start getting your voices heard. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Double or Nothing. Jesse and I will be live for the shit show that will be, well, it used to be AEW's flagship show. Now it's just a fucking embarrassment. Until then, guys, thank you for a great night. Enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you tomorrow night for Double or Nothing. I'll see you guys later.